Today, I have located 3 different Thanksgiving sandwiches.
We're going to have the ultimate Thanksgiving sandwich taste test.
The first and original in the lineup is the Bobby. According to Reddit, this came out sometime in the 70s. Don't know how true that is.
It was before my time.
For those of you that don't know, the Bobby really revolutionized the game.
This is going to be the Thanksgiving sandwich of your dreams.
It's got turkey, it's got stuffing, it's got cranberry, it's got a nice smearing of mayo for some creaminess.
It's so creamy. Next up in the lineup is going to be the Wawa Gobbler. Oh, I love the Gobbler. I am a Delco girly, tried and true. No longer live there, but if you live in Pennsylvania or the surrounding tri-state area, to quote my boy Doofenshmirtz, you know that Delco just simply never dies.
Delco.
It's a region in Pennsylvania.
We're kind of like the Philly Fanatic, but if he was a person.
I'm gonna be honest with you, the Gobbler is the only one of these 3 sandwiches that I have already had before. It can be kind of bland at times though, so it does certainly have some competition here. Third on the list, and that is only chronologically.
This is a fair and uninfluenced contest, thank you very much.
Third on the list, this is the Primo Pilgrim. This came about sometime in 2013, it seemed like, from my internet searchings. I don't know if Capriottis and Primos are like everywhere, by the way.
I'm right along the hoagie belt where I live.
I know a lot of you call these sub sandwiches or submarines. No, where I'm from, this is a
Hoagie.
And I'm not saying that you can't have a good sub sandwich. Publix, for example, down south, oh, they make a phenomenal sub sandwich. I would say that Publix is what the sub sandwich game is all about. But I digress. We have some sandwiches to eat. And where there is turkey to be eaten, you know my boy Goblin can't be that far. Come on, come on. I didn't forget him. Listen, it is still the Brittsgiving season. We are not quite yet to Brittsmas.
Yes, Goblin will be adorning my head.
We're gonna start with what we know today. We're gonna give a bit of a home field advantage to our Wawa Gobbler. They can be soggy. The other issue is Wawa lunch meat quality has gone severely downhill over the years.
I mean, if you're a meaty girl and you're just there for the meat and you don't care what kind of meat it is, you probably...
Oh my god, I thought someone was about to park next to me.
If you're a meaty girl and you're just there for the meat, you probably still would like Wawa. I'm not loving how much whole cranberry this appears to have, and for some reason, I don't know, the stuffing looks like a patty of stuffing, and I don't vibes with it. It is literally a gas station, so they have the right to rush things. It smells like a sandwich.
It certainly smells like a sandwich.
Gobble till you wobble. I did just get a bite of straight stuffing and bread. Give me 1 second to reassess the situation and I will get back to you.
Thank you, chat.
Now listen, the 1,000-pound sister that lives deep inside me,
Maybe not that deep.
the 1,000-pound sister that lives just below my surface,
Tell me about something you don't know how it is.
loved everything about that. The meat is actually very tender and
Juicy?
it's like a really thin cut meat. Again, I'm very weird about lunch meat, about meat in general, but if you can get a good thin cut meat like that, the mayo was a good addition. I don't dig the texture of their cranberry sauce, and I am gonna have to take points off for that for Wawa. I think that they know that people aren't gonna dig the texture of their cranberry sauce because, brother,
They barely put any cranberry sauce on there.
and I respect the sandwich artist for that. I respect the creative decisions of the sandwich artist. They possibly may have known that the texture would be too much for my petite little soul if they put more than just a little thin layer of this thick cranberry sauce on there. I would give the Wawa Gobbler overall a 6.5 out of 10. It's a little bit bland at times, but again, the turkey was actually really good. Their bread, and this is just a Wawa problem in general anymore, it's always so stale tasting nowadays. It has that cakey taste of like mass-produced bread too, and I think that change happened when they started putting Wawas down in Florida because they really had to be able to mass produce this stuff. I'm hoping that as we move on to our next 2 sandwiches that maybe the bread is a little bit better, and that's why I'm only giving the Wawa a 6.5 out of 10. Next, we're gonna try the Primo Pilgrim. That's solely because this was actually the first sandwich that I picked up today, and I feel as though, well, that was only 20 minutes ago. I probably should eat this soon, that way it's not getting
Soggy and gross and moldy.
I was slightly triggered by Primo because I went to order it, and they're known for having seeded rolls, which means that the rolls got like some seeds on the outside. And I've never had that on a sandwich, but I was looking forward to trying it for the first time today.
It wasn't there as an option.
Like, it forces you to select seeded or non-seeded roll, but when I went to select, it only gave me the option for non-seeded. And it's only 2 o'clock, so it's not like they should be sold out of bread, right? I'm not a bread baker, but 2 o'clock's a really early time to be out of bread, especially for the kind of bread that you're known for. Primo. Primo! Not very primo of you, Primo. This Primo also was like tucked into the back of a truck warehouse. It was so weird. Yeah, as the Italians would say.
Ayo.
Well, what happened? What happened, Primo? I was saying that Wawa maybe didn't give me enough cranberry sauce. It's looking like Primo gave me too much. Another thing about Primo.
No cut on the sandwich.
I don't know. Listen, if you're someone that goes for an uncut sandwich, that's fine. I like my sandwiches cut. I like things clean and tidy in this household. Thank you very much. She's looking a little weak from the interior as well. I can tell that it's mostly bread I'm gonna bite into, mostly bread and cranberry sauce. I do respect that at least Primo puts a little paper over the cranberry sauce because even they know that it's going to gush cranberry sauce everywhere. So this paper is like on top of all the other paper they wrap it in.
Pilgrim paper. They put pilgrim paper on the pilgrim.
Yeah, it is a very, very, very thin sandwich. I'm not really sure how much I'm gonna have to bite into here. Also is seeming like the bread's gonna be really chewy. This is definitely old bread. If you live in a region that's known for hoagies, how are you gonna have stale bread? All right, one bite only. This is suggestive. No! What? Why? What the f***, Pilgrim? It tastes like a bird got access to a Wawa gobbler, ate it, regurgitated it, and then shat cranberry sauce on top. Like, I don't know how to explain the texture inside. The entire bottom half, including the turkey and the stuffing, literally tasted like mayonnaise, which made the texture of the
Regurgitated bird vomit?
that the turkey had so much worse. I'm not doing a second bite.
That's done.
Primo, how are you even in business? Rating 1 out of 10. Do not buy this. Do not spend your money on this. Do you see the texture of that meat? Ew. And listen, I love Thanksgiving dinner. I love stuffing.
I don't love turkey, so I will give you that.
I love mayonnaise. And that?
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine.
I'm getting closer and closer to booking the next flight to Japan because the only mayo that has been consistent in my life lately literally has been QP mayo. And not the kind you can buy at any grocery store. You have to check now because they have US made QP now. No.
I want the imported stuff that comes in a bag with the little baby on it. Thank you.
That last sandwich was so nasty. I can't even explain to you how excited I am to get this one in my mouth to cleanse my palate. And actually on that note, hang on just 1 second. If there's one thing Wawa's good for, it's a fountain drink. I'm trying to remember for sure if I've ever had anything from this Capriati's. I want to say that I haven't. I don't know, I haven't lived in this area for a super long time, so I haven't had everything that's out here. This is also still a good 30 minutes from my house. As I'm unwrapping, this is looking hopeful. I'm so shell-shocked about the cranberry though.
Ooh.
Hang on, wait.
I think they might have done something here.
My big back is quaking.
My big back is quaking and shaking.
This looks so good. I am scared because I do see shredded turkey inside. And after that last sandwich, shredded turkey does make me want to go in a corner and cry. Oop. I'm losing stuffing.
Stay in there! Stay in there, you stuffing!
The stuffing does look
Phenomenal.
does look like a little old Italian grandma could have whipped it up in the kitchen herself.
Bread looks phenomenal. It's very thin on the bottom.
But it's holding up.
It's surviving the stretch test they've put it through.
I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket before I've had this thing, but like, they look delicious.
The other ones kind of looked sloppy toppy, but this one, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I got a good feeling.
Bobby, please don't let me down.
Let me tell you something. That is what I made this video for. Goblin, I'm so sorry you had to miss it. The even better part is this is the biggest sandwich I got. This is an 8-inch sandwich. The other ones were 6 inches, which, you know, 6 inches is plenty of big, but 8 inches? Oh dear. Oh dear indeed. This is so good. Hang on, second bite. I'm gonna have to cut that entire bite out of this video because that was actually animalistic. That was so fucking good. That was like the feeling and emotions and flavors of Thanksgiving Day, Thanksgiving night, all wrapped up into one sandwich. And it was so good, and it's fresh. It actually does taste as though your old grandma or nanny or nona, whoever you have, could have made it for you. It's so freaking good. The cranberry relish is a little bit thick for my tasting. I actually got a bite of cranberry in my first bite. It almost scared me for a second. I almost spat it everywhere and screamed like I did in my Starbucks video. I think I said this in my last video, but I'm a big fan of the cranberry sauce that goes, you know, it comes out of a can, it's like a jelly, it goes, that's the best. Bobby, you're knocking it out of the park. I know I've been talking a lot of bread today. This bread is delicious. Do you see how thin that is at the bottom? And it's not too thick on the sides either. That is just a quality crafted sandwich. I'm gonna eat this whole damn thing off camera. Let me get one more bite just for the girls real quick. Pinky's out. Hang on. 2024 Thanksgiving sandwich speed rankings. Number 1, without a doubt, is gonna be that Bobby. The Thanksgiving Bobby from Capriati's. The meat was phenomenal. It tasted homemade. It was shredded, which scared me at first, but I think it was real turkey, like actually made there. Cranberries had a good pop to them. The stuffing also tasted homemade, and then the bread was the perfect thickness. It had the perfect amount of chew to it. Number 2 is gonna be Wawa. She's good if you're just looking for something fast, convenient, easy. You can order on a touchscreen. You can walk in your pajamas. You can get it at midnight if you want it. It's a pretty safe option. It was fine. It was kind of bland though, and again, their bread is just mid. I was surprised. The turkey was not disgusting. I've had disgusting turkey from Wawa before. This was really good turkey. Okay, last place. Bottom of the pyramid. Primo, you are at the bottom of the pyramid, and I really see no way for you to ever make your way up the pyramid. That was disgusting. There were no seeds on the bread, which again, if you're known for having seeded bread, where are the seeds? Where are my seeds? So I would never get that Primo sandwich again. I say that, but I might get it again next year for a video. Who knows? I know it's shocking, but I'm gonna stop with 3 sandwiches. The fact of the matter is, I gotta get this video up and posted for y'all because we have one more Brittsgiving video to get to. It is a super secret surprise. I have to film it Wednesday night before Thanksgiving. I'm gonna try to have it up on Black Friday. We will see.
Until next time.
I love you guys so much. I'm probably forgetting 10,000 things I wanted to say in today's video. In the club, we all fan.